Today we are looking at the Godox iT30Pro, and I've got the Fujifilm version because there seems to be a lot of hype about this thing. It doesn't cost a lot compared to the EFX20, which is going for some ridiculous prices online. Could be an interesting little number. It's rather awkward to shoot this shiny box outside, so let's get it in the studio and crack it open. That's everything. Warranty, lens cloth with no lens. Anyway, cool. Manual. I guess there's a baggie in here. There's a baggie, branded baggie. Actually, last baggie I had a nice little pocket. Now that's a bit more simple, but it's nice, it's fine. And then we've got good old silica gel as usual, and a USB-C cable. Cool. Right, we don't need all this just yet, so let's just pop this away for the moment, because this is what we are here for. It's not bad. I think it's high quality plastics. Have a little overview. USB-C, 2.8-inch touch screen. Let's see if that will come on. Yep, that's on. Slide right. Hey, that was simple. Straight away, that is easy. And if you've used the Godox system, I've got a feeling this is really straightforward. Swipe down. We've got this little dial on the top. Dial's a little bit loose feeling. Very loose feeling, in fact. But hey, it's pretty cool. Full color screen, not too bad. And as you saw, the battery came straight on, so that'll charge there. It's rated for 564 power flashes, and this has already got power in it. Let's see if we can work out how to switch that to manual. Get the power right up. I'll get used to this. Just do it on the plus, I guess. There we go. So 1, 2. I mean, it's quick. It's supposed to be 1.5 seconds. So 1.5 seconds manual. That's really nice. 99. It said 120 in the paperwork. They lied. Oh, that's quite warm, isn't it? Right. We've got a lever here for wide and narrow, and you can see a diffusion panel inside when you go to wide. Not bad. This lock for the hot shoe. So as you saw, we've got TTL in here. We've also got multi there and HSS. And this is fully compatible with the Godox X wireless system, so it can be used as a master and a receiver. As you know, I'm not a big fan of direct flash, but that's all you're getting with this, other than using it to trigger other Godox flashes. And it's only a GN15. But, you know, what do you expect? It supports... What have I done here? I've pressed myself into the channels there. Anyway, let's get this back to 0. Just for the sake of it. It's still got quite a bit of battery in there. It's actually pretty... I quite like that. Very simple. Very nice. Yeah, anyway. Front rear curtain sync. Multi-mode flash exposure compensation. It's very well featured for a fairly little thing. Now, I should have... Let me just grab the T3 so we can see what it looks like on the camera. So it locks itself in, and then when I press there I can release. So in, and it's locked in place. There goes the cover. That's not too bad, that. I don't think I've got a... Yeah, that one's not going to trigger because I haven't got anything. I've got the camera set up yet, but it's okay. It's not exactly a looker, is it? But Blends in nice from the side. Yeah, anyway, really simple, and that is a nice locking mechanism. Right, let's have a little play with this thing then. I've given this thing a good test and I like it. It's very easy to use. The screen, nice, bright, clear. I do appreciate the dial on the top. It's a little bit loose feeling, but much prefer that. Very handy. Interestingly, you can now buy their hot shoe riser, which adds 30mm to the height, so you can avoid, for the most part, the shadow problem that you'll get using bigger lenses. Too big and it's just impossible. You know, you can also tilt the flash up 90 degrees with that riser. Makes it a lot more flexible. There's also the TF321 hot shoe converter from Pixel, the Canon model, but that doesn't have a tilt function. I just get the Godox one. Now, before we carry on, I'd like to say a physical lock when they bring out a new model. Maybe a firmware update will just brush up on what they've already updated, I believe, but this time maybe put a bit of a combination of buttons to lock and unlock. For now, it's a touch for 2 seconds job. Yeah. I found the battery life to be superb and easily topped up, but the recycle time in general, outdoor TTL, not so fun. Sometimes it's taking up to 10 seconds. HSS works great from 16th up. Manual, pretty good. Could do with a lower power setting, but decent. The TCM function was a nice surprise too. I think a beginner can learn quite a bit from this unit. Now, I love using it with my other Godox flashes, and that's more my kind of scene, so maybe I'll keep this. Yeah. Also, you can use it as a trigger and on camera flash at the same time, which is very nice. Overall, for quick, easy, simple stuff, very decent. Light quality is pretty good. Practical, compact, yeah, happy. Is it worth the current retail price of £67? Well, I'd say that's an easy yes, but why? Well, if you need an on-camera flash that's packed with features, is relatively small, you can live without it being tiltable, without the riser, the low power, the slow refresh, and you won't be using large-ish lenses. Doesn't sound good, does it? I think you'll be happy. If you just need a transmitter, there's the more expensive but smaller X3. Everything with this thing though works well. The screen is really good, the light quality pretty good. I'm happy that Godox are supporting the products after launch with firmware updates, as we've seen for this one. The last one in May, I believe, improved the TTL performance. For me, Godox still doing it, still my number one for flashes. And I say that completely independently. They did not send me this flash. Let me know what you think about the thing in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you there.